All right, our next team is going to be 15 and 16. All right, so here we have our lineup of the girls' teams. There's actually quite a few ladies' teams this year. So Team 15 is Isabel Bragg, Cindy Rodman, Elam Tesfa, and Brooke Dodson. Team 16, Anna Gatchell, Maria Smith, Grace Ann Ellis, and Sydney Hannon. Yep, I've met a few of those girls. They all seem really cool. All right, so we're gonna go back over to Shannon and Alex. Okay, not quite, almost ready. Shannon and Alex are tracking down the guys who just crossed the finish line for an interview. Okay, these two girls' team boats look good. All right, here's our interview. Go ahead, ladies.
Good job, guys. Even though you fell in, great job. It seems like a really chaotic thing. So what was the planning for this all like?
It was a little chaotic at the beginning because a lot of our team members were in quarantine. He was in quarantine for a while. The other guy that was driving was in quarantine for a while. So for the majority of the time that we had to build the boat, we only had 2 people. So we ended up building the boat really late. I guess it turned out pretty well. But yeah, we're very grateful that we got to this point. Just big thanks to our coach Chad. Chad is awesome. He did a really good job. Gave us a lot of really good tips. Yeah, when we got out on the boat, we got on it and it was pretty sturdy. So Chad, he told us to just go for it, and he wanted to be a little bit more cautious. So we went about 75% to the first one, and then as soon as we passed the first one, we just went. So yeah, thank you guys.
You guys did really great.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you guys. So our 2 teams here, 15 and 16, boat 16 seems to be making pretty decent time, but boat 15 is not too far behind. Both of them look pretty sturdy. They did a good job. So one of my students was doing a bit of intel. He told me that he and his friends like to make a list of which boats they think are going to sink and which boats they think are going to float. And he told me that he thought all the girls' boats looked really good and that they were all going to make it. So we will see. So far, looks like he's 2 for 2.
Yep, the girls do spend a lot of time working on their boats in the DMC. I've seen them there just about every year.
Really? Interesting. Oh, I suppose that it's possible the other reason Dr. Chasnov does put all boys together on teams and girls together on teams is so that they can work in dorms. Yep, that's probably a good reason. Okay, so this is going to be 17 and 18. So, Team 17 is comprised of Ashlyn Murphy, Kennedy Southland, Ava Merrifield, and Sarah Kepner. And Team 18, we have Melody Steele, Lauren Watercutter, Eiley Nagel, and Lauren Leslie. And they're looking good so far. Actually, they look very good, very sturdy. Okay, so Wesley, when you were doing your canoe race thing, think back a long time ago to your canoe race, did you learn anything by doing it? Like about boats or teamwork or the design process or working with other people?
I learned
Can you tell me about it?
How important teamwork was, and like if we didn't work together, then things would take longer.
Oh.
And also listening to everyone's ideas for the boat was very important so that no one was left out, and like in case there was some new novel idea, like that wasn't shut down or anything.
Okay, so how did you do that? Or did you have to kind of like figure that out the hard way?
We kind of had to figure that out the hard way. Our advisor, like, kind of halfway showed up, so we had a lot of meetings and spent a lot of time going over boat designs. So it's interesting kind of being out there on our own.
Okay.
But
Okay, right, because like we were discussing with Peter, each one of these teams of freshmen, they are uh-oh. One of our teams is in the water. It looks like team 18 is in the water. Alas. Anyway, as I was saying, each of these teams of freshmen are supposed to seek out an upperclassman advisor, right?
Yep.
So, hey, did you ever advise a boat team?
I never did.
No? Okay.
No.
Just wondering.
Once in a while, though, I'd find a group of guys who were asking for help doing it in a dorm room in the lounge, and they were like, oh, you've done boat races? Come show us how it's done. And I stepped in and helped them out.
Oh, that's nice. All right. Let's see. They're going to hopefully be assisted out. Okay, sounds like our Resound Radio ladies have caught up with one of the teams at the finish line. So over to you.
Ladies, you did a great job. Tell me, what was going through your minds as you were coming across the lake?
Stay in rhythm and don't tip.
Yeah, once we got past the third round of buoys, I was just plowing along. I just wanted to finish.
Yeah.
And you did, and you finished in great time, too. Very impressive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, girls.
All right. All right, thank you very much. Okay, so looks like our next two teams